So common question we get asked, what should I look for when I'm searching for a financial planner near me? And it's a natural thing for people to do. They prefer, we know this, to have advisors that are close to them. And they hit a stage in life where they go, wow, I really need some help with this stuff. I should probably see a financial planner. Now, firstly, there's lots of different terms: financial planner, financial advisor, investment advisor. They're not all the same. So let me start by saying one of the things I would suggest you're always looking for is this person a genuine financial planner? Now, that might sound strange. They will be licensed. They will say they do financial planning. But is it what I would call real financial planning? So real financial planning produces a real plan that is about you, that is about your life. So it has an exact list of where you're at up to right now. It then takes the time to understand what you're trying to achieve. That is your goals. So everything on these people's websites, everything about the first meeting you go to when you're with them should be about you and should be about your plans, your hopes, your dreams, your fears, your doubts, the tactics for you to use. It shouldn't be about your money. If you get the sense, one of the biggest red flags to me is if you get the sense that they just want to know how much money you've got and they're just going to pretty much take that money and move it and charge a fee on it and manage the money without that being part of a proper plan, massive red flag. So you want to make sure they're practicing real planning. And you'll know that. Don't ask them, because they'll say, yes, of course we do. But just watch what they do. If they're asking you questions about your goals, when you want to retire, what's your family situation, taking the time to understand the position of your kids, your parents, where you might want to live post-retirement, what are the hobbies and things you're going to get into. But they want to be asking way more questions about you and your goals than about your money. So that there's a lot of the financial planning industry that will be more focused on, they will say, investment advice, and yeah, on some strategies as well. But they're really focused on saying, okay, you've got 300,000 in super each. Let's get that into a better fund. And that's most of what they'll do. They're not working towards the targets to say, okay, if you need 100,000 each year for life, you're going to need roughly $2 million. What do we need to do to get you there? And is that the right number? So they're all the real planning things that make a difference. So firstly, make sure they're operating that space. There's rapport. You should build up some rapport. It's not necessary, but a good financial planning relationship is a long time. I've got clients that go back literally to 28 years. So if you're going to be working with someone for a long time, you want to know them, like them, and trust them. You'll know they're competent. You want to know they've got your best interests at heart. You want to feel like they get you, but also they know you, and that they're trying to make sure you have the best outcomes possible. There should be no evidence of self-interest if it's all about them or all their stuff and how good their practice is and how good this is. If it's them telling you how wonderful they are and how wonderful their process is and not much about you, you're in the wrong place, run away. And then the usual, anyone that's got the sign up will be qualified, will be licensed. You have to judge whether you want experience, someone that's been around a long time, or whether you want technical smarts, or whether you want youth. I'll give you a good example. When I started as an advisor, I was in my early 30s. I would play my youth. I'm going to be here for another 20, 30 years. I'm at the latter end of my career these days, although no plans to retire. But I've got two very good, bright young advisors in their 30s for clients who want to know there's the next 20 years covered, sort of thing. So you're working out whether you want that longevity, whether you want, and whether what your question is, whether you're looking for long-term support and financial advice, or whether it's a one-off issue. So do the work yourself. What are we after? A good planner will help prompt you through the goals. They'll help analyze what you've got. You should be hearing a lot about strategies and how to save tax, and whether if you do A, B, C, and D, you're going to get to this point and you'll have a great retirement. If it's more about, your investment's not very good, we need to get into here, and that's 90% of it, you're probably in the wrong place. And that's someone that's trying to live off your money rather than helping you do your planning. That's not the whole industry, but there's still a large part of that. And so my suggestion, take your time, get to know people, look around their website, It's ideal if you can, if you can, if you live somewhere, ask a few friends as well. Who do you use? Do you like them? Do you trust them? How long have you been with them? What have the results been like? If you're comfortable doing that, and that will help you narrow down that bit. Don't just stick with people that come up number one in Google, although sometimes they will be better ones. Sometimes they've just got better marketing. Be aware that the ones that come up higher sometimes have paid to be there. But it is convenience. We know that most people will stop at the first 3 or 4 people on a Google search or whatever other search they're doing. So spend a bit more time. It's a big thing. So your long-term financial future is worth combining your searching with asking other people, but also the due diligence of seeing enough people until you click and you tick all those things. Hopefully that helps.